Nova Esports is unable to solve. But if the Huzi fails in lane, that's a big risk for OG to take.
It's all on Muchi, man. It's all on Muchi and Waypit. This duo has to make it work for the side of Nova. If Nova does not do this, OG will go up 2 games. This means it's series point. Nova, the dream needs to stay alive. You need to make it into the knockouts.
They do need to make it into the knockouts, but I mean, can they outsmite 2 smites? Last game, we saw CY manage to get a lot of those closures into those neutral objectives, but now we have Muchin and Dao Dao on the smite machines.
We are about to get into game 2 between Nova Esports against OG Esports here. A lot is on the line here with Nova Esports. If they lose this, they will fall victim to 0-2 series point for OG, losing the potential of being the second MKL team to qualify to that knockout stage. But OG, if they do win, they put a stop to the Nova counter known as Nova. But with this, let's get into game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the action's been so good, I forgot this was qualifying into the knockouts, you know?
I know,
It's literally just like, I'm so focused in on this series. I'm like, yeah, sure, the knockouts is an extra thing, but we have a bit of a Spriteling costume update as well. So brand new Cat Spriteling Punk Rock Mystery box is waiting for you to be drawn. And I mean, I was a big fan of Punk Rock when I was a teenager, still am now. It's not a phase one.
Yep, oh, hang on. Potential first blood here. Shren is falling a little too low for my comfort. Nova, not the kind of start you want to see. But for now, Wendy, here comes the cavalry. He needs to try and make the save. Kerker knows what's at risk here. Will make that beeline to the back. Meanwhile, Wen, I think he's made that rotation. They want to try and force out the advantage here, but so far it's even Stevens for both sides.
Oh, absolutely. Even Stevens need to be made here between these 2 teams, because who's quoted about it like last game, right? Talking about how like 1,000 goal lead is such a big, sufficient lead for just a team like these 2 in this caliber, whereas a goal lead for 1,000 for some other teams may not be it, but now they have to make every little move count.
Yes, they really have to, right? The difference is every minute detail matters at the highest level, at the highest tier, because you know the teams will literally just walk out with a sliver of health.
Yeah, that's the problem. You are looking to get the claim these kills, right? Obviously over the wall, it's going to be Dao Dao just putting pressure onto Wendy, because Wendy's just trying to chunk away this Zhongbei.
Yep, he definitely needs to do so now. CY going to be using that portal for now. They're waiting for that 2-minute mark, hopefully, right, to get the second space, right? Not going to be available, of course. And CY does not have time to wait. He needs to make the moves now.
Yeah, I mean, Arn's going to have a bit of a difficult time, obviously, at the early part of the game, right? Once he starts to build something like the Spark Forge Dagger, when he has a little bit of that zap from the passive of that item, then we can kind of see that it's maybe a little bit like faster in terms of the wave clear, but at the moment, it's going to be scary.
Okay, they get the pull.
Oh no! Muchin, when you want to take down a Zhongbei, it wants to be pre-level 4.
Okay, so game 1, they got Wave Pit, and then OG won the game. Now Nova, they got Muchin. Can they win this game?
It could be the sign of the times, right? Then they're rotating down to the bot side of the map, maybe just trying to steal away this Spike Tail Beast away from Arn, because again, it's going to be a fight for resources.
Yeah, definitely is going to be a big fight here. They need to make sure that happens. And you can see, Arn knows what to do here. He's trying to freeze the lane against Muji. And Muji, he cannot be bothered to try and contest this freeze because there's no way. And this is playing into the hands of OG right now. Nova, I like the growth. And you know what? Wendy has not been disturbed this game. I'm waiting for Wendy to make an explosive headline in this game.
But that's the problem though. When Wendy gets disturbed, that's when the win gets taken from Nova. He has to be the unshaken force of Nova Esports.
Yeah, definitely. And once Wendy hits that power spike, that financial lead he's looking for, or that financial mark is looking for. Oh no!
Oh, wrong bush there, buddy. CY. Stampede locks him in place. Takedown here for Keke onto CY. Now we take a bit of a fight into the mid lane. Look to clear off that minion wave as it's getting to a crucial moment in time. Around about that 33 seconds until the Tyrant's online.
Yep. Okay, so timing-wise, CY does make it out. He will not have his buff stolen, but he does not have any buffs as well. So with that being said, this 4-minute mark is looking a little bit tiring. Hang on!
Oh no, we saw that Schwan tried to go in onto Wen, but then obviously got that lockdown with the status, and there it is. Sage's Smite is going to keep Schwan in place.
OG strike back. It's 2 kills to 1, and what a time to do it as well. 4 minutes is right on the corner, and OG have a decisive position around the pit.
To be fair, Nova has a good fight around his pit as well, right? Obviously that minion wave pushed down to the bottom side of the map also, but now Nova looking to just maybe just get the Crimson first, maybe just get all the the shoes into the horse car and then go for the big boys.
This has to be an OG one, right? Because, okay, he will try to make that steal in the meantime, buying time. OG,
Ooh.
oh, they do get it
They
with
get
the big pushback from Muchin as well.
Yeah, the beautifully timed unbridled outburst meant that smite would be uncontested here by the side of OG Esports, but it's a big resource to burn, right? But I mean, at the same time, with such a neutralized gold lead, that Tyrant means a lot.
You know for sure that Nova wanted to drag that Tyrant, right?
Yeah.
Because Shen was on his way to make the waves. If they had bought more time, they would have been able to put some decent damage on the T1 at the top side. But OG recognizes that. OG says, no, we will rush this Tyrant.
But I mean, at the same time, Muchi's just playing down to his bot side of the map. That T1 down to the bot side is really going to open up now, but I suppose a trade to the clash lane here for the side of OG Esports could be the case here, but CY with the help of Schwan looking to go in here, but doesn't able to mitigate that one, but it's going to be that trade down to the bot side.
Oh, they're going on to CY once again.
Trying to go on CY, it's going to be KK just pushing him away. Are they going to try and really open up this T2 into this top side of the map? But Muchi has not been contested. He's looking very successful in his attempts, whereas OG, not quite.
Beautiful work by the side of Muji. He understands the risk. He will not push it too far forward. But the T1 in the mid, Nova needs to protect this because there is a wave. But what OG are looking for actually is a straggler. Now that is going to be the problem with Shu, and so far they will not be able to open up that opportunity. But Nova, I like that they're hanging on, right? This goal difference, once again, it does not exist.
Yeah, it's literally like nothing. It's chump change for these two teams right now. They try to go in to try and steal the Azure Golem, and it looks like they weren't successful there. Just putting pressure onto the side of OG Esports, making sure that Dao knows he can be contested wherever he may be. Getting these spike tiles onto the side of Nova.
Yeah, I want to point your attention to Waypit for this game for the moment. Waypit has a very important role. His Destiny Encounter and Ultimate is going to be critical at this point because Nova does not have anti-heals available just yet. OG, when first item, Venomous Staff, he does have the anti-heal available.
Yeah, gotta be careful here from the side of Nova Esports, as it's just a, again, calm before the storm moment, right? They're not gonna go and try and take this Overlord fight because it could mean the spell of the end of the early game.
Yeah, this one, it might not be the most critical time, 6.5 minutes. It's not the Shadow version just yet, but any kill here is definitely going to aid in terms of getting map control because it's almost a guaranteed T1 in the mid. That's what both teams want right now.
Yeah, they're looking for it. I mean, Dao here looking to start that Overlord, gets it as well, but Muchi, look at that big fat blue wave down to the bot side of the map. That's definitely going to get that T2, I think. But now, into the mid lane, the Unbridled Outburst does quite whip there. I mean, the Sage's Might's going to lock CY into place, but the loss of the T2, that's something you need to control.
It's actually a big win for the side of Nova. Look at Xuen, he's looking for an opportunity. He's now diving in.
He is waiting. He's waiting in the wind. He goes back to his brush, but now they're looking like, okay, green light, go. We have the Conductor Soul's been placed through. CY's just dancing around the enemies, waiting for the damage to be done. Into the back line. It's going to be the battle-winning strategy here by the side of Nova Esports as they get the takedown and double kill onto Wendy. That's a 3-0 trade here.
Big win for the side of Nova.
Oh, make it a 4, baby!
Oh, that is a great start for the side of Nova here. 7.5 minutes. They have found the timings and look for one more prize. That's going to be a Azure Golem, and that's going to be going into the hands of Wendy as well. The last person you want to give it if you're an OG fan.
Yeah, Wendy, the carry of Nova Esports into that mid lane, especially on a pick like Coming, but let's check that instant replay.
It's all down to Shen, right? Take a look at the angling down here. Very nice setup from the side of Nova. They wanted to bait out the ultimate from Wen. At that point, Wen did not have the ultimate. Nice catch on the backlines from the side of Shen, and doing all of that confusion, it opened up the doors for Wendy to just lay down the skills with no repercussions at all.
Yeah, exactly right there. Obviously, beautiful play there. 4-0 trade. Huge for the side of Nova, but there's knockup for the side of OG's Wen. Just putting a stop to Schwan with that big invade.
Okay, so 8.5 minutes. This is the last Tyrant before the Shadow Variants come out, and this is going to go comfortably into the hands of Nova here. Right now, the big question is, what are you going to do with this? Can you get another T2? Can it be in the mid, or do you want the one at the top?
I mean, either one they go for, right, is definitely going to put the pressure on the side of OG Esports, as we see here. A lot of pressure. A lot of people being resourced into this mid lane. As you can see, Wendy just trying to get the proc on from that hit. Trying to get the damage onto Wen, right? Like, see if he flashes in, gets that Battlefield Command, not sorry, the winning strategy, and no one blocks it. It's going to be pain for Wen.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be. Look at the damage they're doing, right? And this pain is going to continue up until that 15, 16 minute mark because An is still only at level 11. He's far away from where he needs to be.
Yeah, the scary thing is just the unlimited scaling of the Diadea, right? Like, that's just going to keep getting worse and worse throughout this game. But now, Nova are literally taking everything on the buffet, right? Taking away the Azure Golem, giving it over to Wendy. They can do everything here.
Yeah, but then it's on a timer, right? Right now, if they can get the kill here, this will be great for the side of Nova. They have a T2 taken down in the mid. Things are looking great. And for Muji as well, one more big item on its way, Eternity Blade. Just missing that last component, which is the recipe here. And this will be Nova in perfect stride for the win.
Yeah, Nova Esports starting to cook here with those items, and they will be cooking some brains onto the side of OG Esports, right? Like, OG are now behind by around about 6k gold, which is going to be a scary moment when you get into this 10-minute moment of the side of Nova Esports going for that Shadow Tyrant.
Yeah, so 10-minute mark, Nova, they know they have the financial advantage, they have the map advantage as well, and the power spikes. Look, this is the biggest goal gap we have ever seen between the two teams for today. 5,000, that sets them apart.
Yeah, some huge picks coming through from Nova Esports, right? So they have to perform on this game. And I said it in, obviously, their post-game of #1, right? As soon as you got rid of that Chow, it's going to make it harder for OG Esports to have that domination on the Gorge.
Yeah, but it's fighting time. Okay, on, start.
Yes, he starts with the Sage's Might onto Wave Pit, just trying to lock him into place. But now Muji comes in from the wing here, as well as Swan with a whole team knockup. Huge play, but gets taken down. Now, OG Esports looking to respond, but it's going to be CY, the raid boss on the Ogryn.
How? How do you do that? How do you catch 5 people and OG still makes the defense? That's crazy. Now, it is still 5,000 in advantage to the side of Nova, but Nova, they know this. It's fine. 4v5. It's not about a fight. It's about the towers. This is a game of bases.
It's all about the Benjamin as well, mate. Like, obviously, they're still 5k ahead in terms of that gold lead. But for now, OG can take a little bit of a breather, but at the same time, CY is like, no, I'm not going to let you, bro.
Yeah, this one, okay, it does go into the hands of Dao. Oh, huge moment.
Destiny counter being used here just to force away OG Esports, doing damage there, but Keke has been caught out. He was looking for a wait in the wing here, but Muji is not happy with that.
They found it.
Flash in with Wave Pit is going to be the potential lockdown here. The damage going through. Conductor of Souls gets activated there and take down onto Keke.
Yep, CY, beautiful kill. This is going to open up the doors for the Shadow Overlord. There is no more Primal Born, and Nova are feeling powerful.
They are super duper powerful right now, just like they are named Supernova as they're going for this Shadow Overlord, looking to put a big assault onto the base of OG Esports.
Yes, but they have to do it now, right? Right here, right now, you need to take a T3, or else OG is going to start growing stronger.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be hard for him, but I mean, Dao Dao's going to start to fall off as well at any point now, which is going to be scary for the side of OG Esports. They're really kind of playing the pay kind of like the marksman, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, on this Butcher pick, he will find success, but it will come much later into this game. So Nova, that's why we keep emphasizing they need to break the T3s right now, and this is why OG is desperately defending. They know with time they can come back.
Desperately defending, but they did it very well. But there we saw Wendy's next item there, give it that Void Staff, so they're going to be careful here. All those tanks onto the side of OG Esports aren't going to be at the same kind of mercy anymore. I'm still waiting for Muchin to have a fantastic unbridled outburst here. He's just holding on to that ultimate. He's teasing me.
Yeah, I mean, he knows there is more value at one particular fight itself, and that fight is not happening right now. OG, they will have to sacrifice a T3 at the bottom. Not ideal for them because that is the opposite lane of the Overlord, which is something that Nova now will definitely prio.
Wendy's just getting freebies. He's just like, you know what? They can't get out of their base. I'm just going to get their Azure Golem. It's going to definitely benefit me with the cooldown reduction and the mana, because obviously he burns very much so through with that mana. But look at that gold difference here from Wendy and Wen.
Oh, as well as Muji and An, it's 2,500 in advantage to Muji. An is way behind. He needs a lot more time.
He needs a lot more time here as well. But this is when you draft the Futsu here, you really want to be playing from an advantage, right? Like, you don't want to be playing from behind.
I mean, okay, even if you are behind, the whole point is, for OG, it's about holding on, right? We'll hold on, we'll come back.
Yeah, hold on, we'll come back in the next game, because right now Nova Esports is looking very hard to beat in this one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now Nova, they have the winning strategy per se, this
Yes.
Shadow Tyrant is going to provide a lot of value because there is, what, 6 minutes before that Tempest Dragon comes out. There's no way OG survive through that, right?
No, it'll take a miracle here for OG, but I mean, they are the Dream OG, right? So if they are going to keep the Dream alive, they're going to be doing it here. But CUI just using the path of passing here, just to kind of just put a little poke and prod onto the side of OG Esports, once again being used.
Yeah, CY, he's going to lead the charge against the side of OG at this point. The Supernova, the Meteor is falling.
Ooh, now we do get the Destiny Academy pushed here. It's going to be able to force open that T3 into the top side of the map as well. Now, the backline is going to be Schwan, but he doesn't catch anybody. He's just going to be enough to drive away Keka so they can get that T3 into the mid lane.
Okay, and look, they did not have to expend too much. In fact, they didn't have to expend anything at all. They still have the Splendor, they still have the Flashes, they still have the Frenzy on the hands of Muji as well. Everything in advantage to Nova.
Yeah, a lot of actives coming through here for Nova Esports as well as OG. They need to keep these alive. As you can just see, their switch of the support icon come through as well. CY just trying to dive out here, trying to drag out on the Butsu. They're just trying to stop the minion wave coming through into the base.
They feel once in game 1. Can they do it this time for the side of Nova?
Nova is going to try again. The forefront with here, the super minions right now, but they're just looking to catch anybody. It's going to be away pit. Muchin, sorry, with the unbridled outburst, pushing them away. But can they capitalize on this? OG Esports, we see they're on with Keke going down as well. This is not it. Nova looking to take game number 2 from OG, but they're looking for a bit of defense. It's not going to be it. Nova, game number 2.
And they do it. This is the Supernova we're talking about. You never count them out. What a way to come back. And I mean, this is also another treat because you